Hello, this is my presentation for an online attendance application. Yeah, actually the application was solving the problem, trying to eliminate, wanted to eliminate paperwork in campuses, especially during marking of attendance. So the current form that works is when the lecturer appears in class and is ready to teach the students, he gives out a form where students are required to fill the form with their details, and they should mark present according to the day of attendance. So this sounds to be inefficient, and it's a lot tedious. So I came up with this project to solve that, getting rid of the paperwork during marking attendance. So basically what happens here is this is an application that the lecturer and students with the school administration are having different accounts. So the attendance is marked automatically when the lecturer and the student show up in class. And this is how it happens. So the lecturer is allocated units to teach for a specific semester, and the students are expected to register for the units. So a student can only mark attendance for a unit that he or she has registered. And the lecturer has a unique generated QR code. So this is how the QR code is generated. I use asynchronous encryption where I use the Rails application master key as my public key to encrypt a token that is the lecturer token. So I used Rails master key to encrypt the lecturer token and generate a QR code so that the student can mark the attendance using the QR code. And the reason why I decided to handle it this way is I just wanted to make the QR code to be only meaningful to my application. Take in this scenario where the student can take a picture of the QR code and send it to someone who is not yet in class, and the guy will scan the QR code and he'll be present in class. To improve the efficiency, the QR code is regenerated after a short period of time. So let's dive into it and see how this works. Okay, so I'm having three different interfaces. This is this is a landing page. I'm having for lecturers and students. This is the admin page, and this is for lecturers. Okay, so let me log in as a lecturer. Okay, so I'm having an existing lecturer called lecturer one. Let me input the password. Okay, let's say login. Okay, so currently this is a lecturer. This is a lecturer dashboard where I'm having a little is having a statistics of his attendance. And here is the QR code. The QR code is a token that is encrypted. So it's just some random numbers that is meaningless to anyone else, but for my system, these random numbers are very meaningful. So after the lecturer has logged in for the first time, is expected to generate a QR code by clicking this button, and the QR code it keeps on refreshing itself. I mean, if I come the next 20 or 30 minutes, it'll be a different QR code. So here, these are the list of units that this lecturer has been allocated. And yeah, so allocated 7 units, and total students enrolled for all the units that he has been allocated are only 3 students. Okay, so the list of attendance here, the list of attendance of students who have attended his class, he can sort according to name, student name, and unit name, or rather course name and present. And you can also search according to the unit, and you can also search according to the name and search, and the results are out. So just making work easier here. So for the classes, so the lecturer, when the admin allocates a unit to the lecturer needs to accept The lecturer can decline the unit and can also accept. So the lecturer needs to accept the unit so that the unit is present for the students to register. This means that the student cannot register for the unit unless it is allocated to the lecturer and the lecturer has accepted the unit. Yeah, so basically that's the lecturer page. Also we have some account settings where the lecturer can edit the details, upload an image, an avatar, as you can see it here, and also some other personal details. So this is for lecturer. I'll just log out because the student and the lecturer cannot be logged in the same machine. I mean, they cannot be logged in on the same laptop, so they need to be on different laptop. A little bit of security for the naughty students. Okay, so let me log in as a student now. I'll use a sample student over here. So student 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, so this is the student dashboard. So we are having total number of courses that the student has registered. No, the student, the student registered. Total number of courses he has enrolled, the total number of courses he has registered, and the attendance. Okay, so this is the logic behind the attendance. So basically, according to the scope of the project, according to the scope of the problem that I was solving, a whole semester takes 3 months. Okay, so out of 3 months, we are having weekends and we're having weekdays. So lectures are being taken during weekdays. That means it's Monday to Friday. And in a whole week, Monday to Friday, the maximum number of units that the lecturer can teach a single student is 3 units. Okay, so using that algorithm, using that logic, having that it's 3 months and lecturer is required to teach a maximum of 3 units per week, and the total number of attendance the student has made until now. Okay, so until now, the current student has only made 1.1% of the attendance. So if it's at the end of the semester, this is really dangerous because it is expected to be 80%. But if the semester has just started, because these are simulated data, I use just dummy data to demonstrate this idea. So it's when the semester started, like right now. So the student is at 1.1%, but when after the 3 month has ended and it's not 80%, that is not according to the university regulations with the scope that I was working with. Okay, so I'm having here the list of courses that a student has registered, only 3 courses as it's been displayed here. And the attendance using 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's having 4 attendance. So if you come to attendance, we can have a list of attendance and the attendance date that the student actually attended the class. And for my courses, these are courses where the students has registered or rather enrolled. He can unenroll. Okay, so unenrolling is the same as deleting the student course. Okay, he can also register for a new course and select the course over here. We're having a couple of courses. So let's go to the attendance. That's the main deal here. So here in the attendance, when the students has showed up in class, the lecturer has presented the QR code. So the student is expected to come into his or her dashboard and click on new attendance. He'll be redirected to this page. So on this page, there is a camera. For the first time, it will ask the student for permission to access the camera, and the student can scan the QR code that belongs to the lecturer. After scanning the QR code, the rest is done automatically. So we'll just demonstrate that in a few. Okay, so that's it. So let me log out from this student. Okay, let me go to the admin. So I'm having an admin over here. This is an admin dashboard. It's a little bit detailed. So, okay. So check the password again. There you go. So this is the admin dashboard. So the admin dashboard has students, courses, allocated units for lecturers, and list of lecturers. Uh, we are having students. We have a list of all students. So got a very long list over here. And we are having the registered units for individual students. And also I can add more admins into the application. Okay, so yeah, so that's it. The admin has much privileges, like is just in control of everything that evolves around this online attendance system. Okay, so let's dive into live demonstration. So first of all, we start with the lecturer. Okay, so right, let me log in as a lecturer. Okay. So I'll log in as a lecturer. So let me check one single new lecturer over here. Email. And email. Good. So this is an email for our test lecturer. And let me type in the password. This one. Okay. Cool. So this is how the first time after logging in, this is how it will look. So the lecturer clicks on generate QR code. So after generating QR code, it is generated automatically. There you have it. Okay. So the next thing that we'll be doing is see the allocated units for this lecturer. So the lecturer goes to my classes. So if, you can see the list of allocated units that the lecturer has been presented. The lecturer has been presented with. We're having DSA, course 15 and course 10. So the active courses, these are courses that the lecturer has accepted. And the one that has red, that means the lecturer has not accepted this course. So for this, for the student to see this course, the lecturer needs to accept this course. So I don't want to work with course 10. I just want to have a new course so that we go with it. So let me edit some details over here. So the name is Lauren Chanel. Okay, so you can attach okay, let me attach a passport photo. I'll use this one and say save. Okay, magic, it's there. Okay, nice. So let's go to the admin and let's allocate a course to this lecturer. So as per now, the lecturer is only having two allocated courses. Two allocated courses, yeah. Only two allocated courses. So we want to allocate this lecturer another course. Okay. So let's go to the admin and courses. Let me create a new course. Okay, so the course name, I'll call the course name algebraic coding. And the course code CIT 343. So the lecturer name was, so as you can see the list of lecturers in our system. So we are looking for Shanine. Yeah, you see, then great, so success. So what are we expecting? We're expecting the lecturer to see a course name algebraic coding that he needs to accept it. Okay, so let's go to the lecturer's dashboard, my classes. So you see, we are having algebraic coding over here. So the lecturer needs to accept this, need to accept this course so that the student can see it. Okay, let's see if the student can see this algebraic coding. So I have to log out first as a lecturer, then try it as a student. I'll use student one and 1, 2. Okay. So let these students register for algebraic coding. So let's see if algebraic coding is here. So algebraic coding, we're not having algebraic coding. Okay, so the lecturer needs to accept the course for it to be available for other students to register. Right. So let's now accept it as a lecturer over here. Right. Right. So okay, so let me grab this again. Let me grab this again and enter the password. Login. Okay. So let the lecturer now accept the course. My classes say algebraic coding, accept. So once the lecturer accepts, it turns into active. Okay. So now let the student now register for that course. So let's log in and say student one, and key in the password. Okay, and my courses, and register for new course. Remember, we are registering for algebraic coding, so it should be here, algebraic coding, and so the student has already registered. So algebraic coding is here with the course ID together with the lecturer's name. Okay, so now we want the student to mark the attendance. Okay, so the first thing, the lecturer needs to provide the QR code for the student to scan. Then the student needs to scan for the attendance to be marked in this section. Okay, so yeah, we don't have the QR code for the lecturer. So let me come to the lecturer. Okay, some errors over there. Yeah, you need to sign in before continuing. Okay, so I need to sign in as a lecturer. So let me just drop this over here really fast. There you go, and okay, so I want to grab this QR code for the students to mark the attendance. So since I'm using the same device, I mean, I would like literally in class, the lecturer will like project the QR code and the student will use their phone to scan. But I'm using a laptop and I'm logged in as a student and a lecturer on the same machine. So it's impossible to scan. So I'll just have to have a screenshot and I'll scan it as an email. So let me screenshot this part. There you go. Now, okay. Now let's the student mark the attendance. Okay, log in as a student. Do student one. Okay, this one. Log in. Okay, so please observe the following. Total number of courses are 4, registers are 4, attendance is 1.1, and attendance, we're not having, let's check the list of attendance. We're not having algebraic coding here. We have number theory, algebra, course 633, and yeah, algebra is twice, no worries. So the students need to new attendant. Okay, and just a minute. And so here's where the QR code will be scanned, but the QR code is in my laptop, so this option won't be there. This is just for demonstration. I'll scan from the screenshot. So I select the screenshot. I think it's the latest one. So here's the token. It's just list of random numbers as mentioned initially. This is an encrypted token, an encrypted lecturer's token using a public key, Rails master key as a public key for the synchronous encryption. So once I click OK, and Yeah, the attendance is marked. So we expect algebraic coding to be in the list of attendance. There you go. So having the attendance. Yeah. So that was the problem that I was solving, and I was really happy that I actually solved the problem. Yeah, you might be asking yourself like, how will you manage the years of a student? Let me say a student is a fresher, the student is a final year student, and the lecturer is teaching both of the student. The scope that I was working within this application was actually solving the problem of marking attendance. I wasn't actually creating the whole school, or rather learning management system. Now, this was just marking attendance for students. So the problem was solved, and I was really happy to use my Rails skills to solve the problem that it's actually existing. Okay, thank you for following with me. Bye.